What is going on, my peoples? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be taking a look at the Toy Fair exclusive Spider-Man Scarlet Spider suit from the PS4 video game, and this suit looks really incredible. I'm really digging this suit. When it comes to collecting, especially when you are collecting the same character, my personal taste is collect the suits, the outfits, and the look. They differ the most from the traditional look for that character. So, and this is a very good example of that, because this is really completely different look for what a traditional Spider-Man look is supposed to be, but at the same time is keeping the look in a manner that you can still tell that it's Spider-Man and not just a completely random or different character. So super excited about this. It's really cool to see how they're putting more suits from this video game, which in my opinion is an amazing video game. You should totally check it out if you haven't. And the designs for the suits they picked on that video game are really good, and it shows here on the figures that we're receiving from Hot Toys. Very nice. Since this figure does not have a likeness to anybody, we're just gonna be talking about overall how the outfit looks, and I think it looks incredible. I love how it's combining this lycra with this little honeycomb pattern here on the shoulders, here on the forearm. You can see it throughout the legs. I love this, the shoes design with the with the toe. Really cool. I am not familiar. I haven't read the comics about this Spider-Man, so I am not familiar what these are. This could be the webbing. They could totally be this. This just a guess that I'm taking there, but that could be it. Really cool. It completely, they look like CO2 tubes, those CO2 cans for BB guns and stuff like that. That's what they look to me, but they're probably the webbing. I don't know, I'm guessing here. You guys let me know in the comments if you're familiar with this suit, what those are. He also has an ankle monitors because he's a vigilante, and I'm kidding. I also do not know what these are for, but they're really cool, and they bring Spider-Man out of the the look that he always has. And coming onto the head, I really like the aperture on the eyes, even though we're not getting different ones that we are used to by now. I think the design of the aperture is really cool. The inside, this really fine detail, this replicating the honeycomb here. You have it on the eyes as well. Very neat. And also the texture on the head itself, it's also really cool in detail. I like that a lot. So one of the best features this figure had is how articulated it is. It is ridiculously articulated, really cool. And from my understanding, Hot Toys has told their marketing people that they cannot Photoshop poses. They have to pose the figure the best they can, and they have to work with that. So that being said, if you're actually doing that, this figure is ridiculously posable. But at the same time, they're not talking about how risky it is to put the figure in a pose like this, bending this knee this far and the elbow here so far. The permanent damage that could do to your figure long term. So that is obviously something to take in mind. As you guys know, I post my figures, I don't care. And I have come to notice that it's not that bad. If you want your figure to be pristine, perfect out of the box, because you have plans to sell in the future or something like that, or just because how you like your figures, fine, don't pose it. But I like posing my figures, and I've balanced how bad does it look after I pose it versus me posing the figure, and I think it's completely worth. It's worth it to pose your figures, because it's just when you straight on the leg, it's just a little bit wrinkled, not a big deal to me, in my opinion. I haven't damaged like a ripped off or anything like that any of my figures yet. I haven't done that. So, well, it's completely up to you guys. You can do whatever you want, but this figure is really, really posable. And I obviously I haven't had this figure in my hands or anything like that, but this material looks like a lycra type of thing. And if it's that, I think it's gonna be really, really good when it comes to coming back to the position that it was. Let's hope that Hot Toys is finding this miraculous material that it would allow you to pose your Spider-Man figures and your Superman figures and all those kind of figures, and then they will come back to normal as brand new as possible. Let's hope that this looks to be a step closer to achieving that. I could be wrong because I don't have it in my hands and I don't know what it's made out of, but it looks really good in my opinion. And would you look at that, this guy is super posable. You can do so much with him. It's really, really cool. I like to see the underneath of the shoes here. Really, really nice. Yeah, if you guys see on the bottom here, this is one of this canister here. This is most definitely, they're gonna be rotating just to create more web. Really, really neat. I love this figure. This is a little fun that they're having here. One of the accessories, as you can see, is a cell phone. He's playing on the cell phone. I like this picture, by the way. I like every single picture that these people took for promoting this figure. They have done an amazing job. Another of their accessories you can barely see here, we're going to see it later as well, is camera. And you guys see the strap that he has around his neck. It has like little Spidey logos for his camera, which is really, really neat to see. Other of the accessories, you guys can see the camera again there, the cell phone here. It comes with a coffee mug and a pizza box with a pizza inside cut in slices. Really, really fun accessories to have around. Another of the accessories is a donut. He comes with a 1/6 scale donut. Who doesn't want that? And on this picture here, we can see the screen of the cell phone, and you can see he's uploading pictures of himself to the fake social media that it exists within this game, which is really good, by the way. I don't remember how it's called now, sadly. But look at all these fun poses that you can do with this guy. This guy is very, very poseable, and you can do so much with him. So really cool. And this is by far my favorite picture in this entire thing. He's just flying through the air. He's sketching the pixel box with the web. He's on his phone. The camera is flying. I mean, this is just whoever came up with this pose is just like props to you. Props to you, my friend. You have done an amazing job. This is such a good job. Really, really good. I'm blown away by this picture bar here. All right. So coming down to everything you're gonna have in the package. So these guys, as we discussed, he comes with the camera, the coffee mug, the cell phone, the donut, pizza, and pizza box. It comes with a few webs. We have a new web now, which is this one right here. We haven't had that one before. Really, really cool. A few hands and a stand. So the question bears, how much is the Scarlet Spider gonna set you back? And the answer is $251. And I don't think I need to tell any of you guys that I find this guy to be expensive. I understand that he's exclusive and all that, but that is not a justification enough for you to be charging $251 for this guy. The main suit for that game, which is this one right here, it was going for the same price. And I recall that video, and in that video I said that this guy was expensive for $251. And this is the traditional looking suit. This is the suit that you would want out of any other suit in this game, possibly, right? You can do whatever you want. You can like the other one, but this suit is just the most important suit on that game, right? And it comes with a ton of accessories. It comes with a bunch of accessories, and he's going backdrop included and everything. Twice the hands that these guys come, and you know all of that. And he's going for $251, and I found it expensive. So yes, you bet you betcha that this guy, I am finding him expensive as well. If we come down here to the Han Mei suit, this is a movie suit, right? It comes with a Tom Holland head skull. It comes with a few accessories, but it comes with two head skulls. Tom Holland likeness. You have to pay for that. And this guy was coming for 220. So you're telling me that this guy with all of this for 220, and this guy that is a video game license is for 251, $30 more with a single health skull. Look at all these panels. These panels are here to fool you. The only thing that he's coming with is the camera, small accessory, small, small, small. All this is really small. And the pizza is slightly bigger, but it's just a pizza. Well, there's not much you're gonna do with that pizza, right? So this is not comparable. You cannot compare this guy to this guy right here. Not in my opinion. Tom Holland likeness, two head skulls, which is, everybody knows that two head skull is what you would want out of a Hot Toy, especially when it comes to a Spider-Man or figures like that. They have a helmet and they have unhelmeted version, right? So yeah, this guy is really, really expensive. For 251, you know what you could get? You could have gone in, right, back in the day when it was available. You could have gone at this guy. Look how many things this guy comes with. It comes with different alternative looks. It comes with a backpack with all the apertures. It comes obviously with the Tom Holland head skull. It comes with the book with this. It comes with so many things. It comes with a bunch of things. This is one of the best figures that Hot Toys has put out lately with all of these accessories, and he was going for the same price, 251. You're telling me this guy can compete with that other guy? I don't think so. Obviously this is not gonna stop many of you from ordering this figure, because if you want to get it, you need to pay the $250 sadly. Otherwise it's gonna be a lot more later on. And I'm not gonna say Hot Toys anymore, because this is Sideshow's doing. Sideshow is the one doing all these price increases. As a matter of fact, this figure is not even available anymore. Everybody, all of you guys that were interested already pre-ordered it. So yeah, there is a big interest on this figure, even though it was $251. They could have cranked it up even more. I bet they're saying right now, like, damn, this $251 was not enough. We could have gone 257, 262. I don't know. I don't know how far can we go, and people will stop from buying this figure. It didn't stop anybody at 251, even though I personally think it's really expensive. It wouldn't have stopped me if I wanted a figure as well, to be honest. This figure does not fit in my collection, as we discussed previously, because I'm, MCU focused. So I wouldn't get it, even if he was $220, which is the rank that I think he should be, along with this guy. This guy is 235, and he should be, for a video game license, he should be around 220. Because if we could do 220 for this guy, we could do 220 for this guy, and the same for this, because these are way cheaper license than being having to pay Tom Holland for his likeness. So yeah, but hey, a bunch of you already pre-ordered it. This is on waiting list. I don't think it's gonna get out of there. Keep your eye on this. Join the waiting list. Maybe you can get a figure or two out of here. If you're interested on this figure, and if you don't mind paying $251 for it. But the figure looks amazing. It looks really, really good. It looks incredible. I wish I could collect all of this, the line, and I hope they continue this line. I want to see more from this line, even though I'm not going to collect it myself personally. But I love Spider-Man, and I love to see all of these figures get done. I love that game. All the designs from that game were amazing, and I think it's great. The Hot Toys is just moving away from the MCU and Star Wars and the DCU to do something else. Even though it's still Marvel, even though it's still Spider-Man, at least it's a video game license. So now bears the question, what is the next figure you want to see get done from this particular video game? Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Man Noir, the Velocity suit. I have one of my own, and it's not none of the Spider-Man suits. I want Black Cat. If Hot Toys were to release Black Cat from this video game, I will break my rule and I will get Black Cat because I think she looks incredible. She's beautiful. She has a great body. She doesn't have this out of proportion of body that you see sometimes over there, which with her, big breasts, and she's exposing them and all that in a completely over sexualized icon or something like that. None of that stuff. They did it tastefully. She's completely covered. She has a very athletic body, as she should have, and she's very sensual. Like you can see, like her dynamic with Spider-Man, how sensual it is, the tension there is between the two. It was done very tastefully, and I really like this design. And if Hot Toys were to release a Black Cat from this video game, I would break my rule and I will get Black Cat on my collection. But what do you guys think? Which is the suit that you're looking forward to? Would you also get a Black Cat if she gets released? Put it on the comments below. I want to know from you guys. And don't be a stranger on the channel. Be around.